Hey plant fam, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is part of my jungle. If you're not new here, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you. So today we have my April Fray. We have my April Fray. So today we have my April favorite. So I've got 5 plants for you that I have been loving this month, and I'm not mad about these ones for sure. Like, obviously they're my favorites, but they're my favorites for different reasons. Maybe they're just growing really well. Some of them are super duper new, which is really predictable, but yeah, these are just 5 plants that I'm particularly proud of this month, and hopefully they keep on thriving for me all spring and summer long. So let's do the Hoya first. First on my list is my Hoya Memoria hanging basket. So this is also going to be labeled as Hoya gracilis, but it is actually technically Memoria. It's been renamed. You know, I love it so much when they do that to Hoya. This one definitely gets a lot of sun, so it's kind of like bleached out, but I don't really mind that one because it's literally right in a west facing window, so it does get pretty bright light, which makes it get a little bit like sun stressy, but then after a while they kind of just like bleach out. So there's that, but I just love how full this plant is. It is always honestly one of my favorites. I'm always looking at it and taking cuttings from it. It is growing. The new growth comes in this really cute burgundy color. It has this subtle splashing on the leaves, and I think this one is super underrated. I actually have another one right here so that you can better see what it looks like when you don't have it in like insanely bright light. So this one is pulled back from a west facing window, and look how splashy it is. Isn't that adorable? I really think this one is super underrated. I should probably pull this back from the window so that it can look more like this one. This is the same plant. So yeah, my Hoya Memoria I think is just one that deserves some love this month, so that is what I'm giving her, some love. And the next Hoya on my list really shouldn't be surprising if you guys watch my videos because I couldn't not put this Hoya Obscura on the list, right? Like, it's blooming, you guys. Look at it. Do I really need to say more? Right? As the kids would say less. Say less. I'm gonna say less. This one's gorgeous. Look at the veining. It'll get sun stressed. I love it. I don't really feel like I need to explain myself any further. Aside from I love it and it's blooming. It's been in bloom now for a few days. It's super sappy and I like it. It's not sappy anymore, so it doesn't taste like anything. But I encourage you to lick your blooms if you ever get some because they're sweet. So there's that. But Hoya Obscura is number 2 on my list of my April favorites. Because she's cute. She's super cute. Okay, so number 3 on my list is one that I am so proud of, you guys. I am so proud of because if you know me, you know me. If you've been here, you know. I have a really hard time keeping air plants alive, and it's not because they're difficult. They're not. They're air plants. Literally, they don't need soil. Like, they just live in the open air. But I always forgot to water them, and that kind of just became David's job. But since I moved this Spanish moss in this cute little anime kitty planter here, it's tiny, so all I can really fit in there is an air plant. Since I've moved this over to kind of drape down Willow's enclosure, I have actually remembered to keep it watered. So obviously you don't water this the way you would water a regular plant because it doesn't have roots. I just gave it a haircut because it was like they were getting brown and crispy, so I trimmed it back. And it's been growing and it's been thriving. It hasn't been crispy at all because your girl has a mister for her snakes enclosure that I use at least once a week to just make sure that her humidity level is staying where it needs to stay. And I give this one a spritz as well. So it's actually getting watered properly for the first time. And I love the way that it drapes down the side of her terrarium. And I'm really happy about it because it looks really cute in this little anime planter. So these are from Amazon. I think you can get them on Amazon if you guys are interested in those. So yeah, Spanish moss. I also have a Tectorum air plant inside of her enclosure, and I just missed it along with like the rest of her enclosure, and it's doing really well in there as well. So air plants, I've decided, are the only way I can keep them alive is if I put them inside of one of my reptile enclosures. So Spanish moss is on my list this month, and I might need more of it, like a lot more of it, for all of the snakes and and my gecko. I'm getting a new one soon. Tomorrow for me, but you guys aren't gonna see this. I'll already have the snake when you're watching this video. So there's that. I'm really excited. But anyway, number 4 on my list today is not my most recent import, but the one before that. I ordered some variegated Adansonii. I actually still have one left. It's up on my website. I need to put more stuff up there. I have been doing like some Instagram story sales, so I have been like selling more stuff over there because it's a little bit easier. But Philodendron Florida Beauty was one of the ones that I imported last time with Aroid Asia. You guys watched me unbox it if you've been here. And in this one I kept for myself. I sold the other one, and it's doing so well, you guys. So I think this was the first leaf that came out, and it came out kind of like wonky. So I was like, that's fine. But this is the newest one, and look at it. Look at how beautiful that is, you guys. This is like the first leaf since I put her in the mossy perlite mix. She's rooting so well in here. I know that it's hard to tell with the glare, but I tend to just reuse these plastic cups, and I cut some holes in the bottom for drainage, and they do really well for me in here. So I'm not mad about it. I'm really excited to watch her grow. We're gonna pot her up into soil soon. I love seeing all the new roots. You could tell they're new because they're like whiter and hairier than the older roots. So cute. And I'm obsessed with this leaf. I look at it every day. I wanted this plant for so long, but I just never got one because they're so pricey. So that's why I imported one, which is one of the reasons why we take the risk of importing. And if you guys are afraid to import, I literally just made a video for you talking all about the things that you need to know before and after you import your plants. So definitely go and check that out if you have questions, because I'm sure you probably have lots of questions. I sure did. I have a lot of questions before I started importing. So I'm happy to share that knowledge with you. And I'm really happy that this was a successful import. I've had it for a few months now, and it's just absolutely stunning. And I'm really glad that I didn't pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for it. Super cute. So cute. You're so cute. Okay, so that is number 4. Number 5, and the last one on my list, and definitely not the least, the most stressful for sure, but literally just got it in the mail yesterday. You would have seen that video, I don't even know when at this point, a week ago maybe. I don't know what order I'm gonna put these out in exactly, but I couldn't not put it on the list. because it's my Monstera Oreo that I just imported from Aroid Asia. The roots look terrible. They're basically dead. But I'm gonna keep her in water just to monitor the roots, because I was told that they rot really easily with this plant. Definitely more difficult than the Tycon. I have never had any issues with root rot on my Tycon, but I know a lot of people do, and that is why I keep my fancier, my more expensive aroids in clear containers. Even when I propagate them, you see I always have them in a clear container so that I can see the roots. I can see the way that they're developing. I know if they're healthy. I know how much are in there. You know what I mean? And plus it's fun. It's really fun and rewarding to watch the roots grow. So I highly recommend switching out to clear containers. Plus, like, we all go and get like a Starbucks or a smoothie or something that comes in a plastic cup every once in a while. And instead of being crappy to the environment and just throwing it away, we can actually reuse it and get some more use out of that. I'll even plant it in here with soil because it's actually hard to find clear, tall plastic containers. So Monstera Oreo, literally just got this one in the mail yesterday, so we are praying that it's going to do well for us. If for any reason you did not see that video, this leaf came out mostly green here, and then the newest one legitimately is like the most gorgeous one on the whole entire plant. This petiole has crazy striping, like all over it, so I'm really confident that the next leaf is going to come out just as variegated and beautiful, and hopefully it continues to do that. So yeah, that's really it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me today. I am so in love with this plant, you guys. I wanted this for so long. These were 2 plants on my wish list for sure, and I took the risk and I imported them, and it was a major success. I mean, so far with this one, we're gonna see if I keep it alive. I will literally cry if I kill it, and I don't do that anymore. I try so hard not to get emotionally attached to my plants, but wow. And like basically perfect condition. It's got like one little crispy tip there. Wow. So obviously I had to put this on the list, you know? Obviously. So that is it for my April favorites, you guys. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed hanging out with me today, you should give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. There's a join button if you want to be part of the official plant fam. Get yourself some perky perks. If not, there's a super thanks button if you want to super thanks me. Everything's appreciated. I am so grateful for you guys. You know that I can't do this without you. I love you so very much, more than I love this plant. And I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are out there in the world, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.